So here we go. Oh my god. Oblivion remake. I'm struggling to express the words for this remake. Like, well, hopefully it is good. I have to see the reveal video once this time is over and see if it's good or not. And obviously have to wait for the game's release, but yeah. This is really exciting. Ah! Timer is ticking down. 4 minutes to go. Have you ever played Oblivion before, Game Detective?
No, I played Skyrim, but not
Skyrim, yeah.
Oblivion.
I never played Oblivion also, but I bet that probably you should buy yourself a Oblivion Steam key because who knows, maybe when the remaster releases, they will delist the original. Because that's what happened with
That
the original Grand Theft Auto games, I think. Like once the remaster of all three games combined release, they delisted the originals off Steam, I think. And obviously the original remasters didn't go well. So, yeah.
I'm gonna check in the store right now. How much is the game?
How much is Oblivion? How much is
Yeah.
Oblivion?
Okay, there's various editions, I think.
Yeah, look for the one with the complete edition of Oblivion. Like for example, there's Game of the Year, for example, and Game of the Year
Yeah, so the same game of the year is £12.99. So it
£12.99.
will be like probably something around $15, I guess.
When this game releases the remaster will probably maybe cost like maybe 39 or 49 pounds, because obviously with new games, even with remasters, they try to sell at the full price.
Yeah.
But obviously, it is highly likely this game will even be on Game Pass because Microsoft owns Bethesda, so it could likely be on Game Pass.
Yeah, there's a bunch of DLCs as well.
Yeah,
Wondering what will happen with them.
I think they'll be
But
added.
usually they will be added, yeah, and included in the
In the
final
remaster.
version.
Or
Yeah.
maybe in the remaster, maybe imagine they add additional content. Additional content to the remaster, like make some additions. Or they'll just truly
Yeah.
stick with all the original stuff, like the original game and DLCs, and nothing new added. Obviously, with the leaks, obviously when we heard about the leaks coming out, what did you think about the leaks? The leaks of the images of the game, confirming that Oblivion remake was confirmed.
Well, I didn't see all the images. Saw few of them, and they look good.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect that they will be announcing it so soon
Oh
after the
yeah.
leaks.
Well, obviously,
I
it's
was
like with
thinking
GTA
maybe it will
6.
take a bit more time.
It's just like with GTA 6 because when GTA 6 was leaked, they had to reveal it early. The trailer got leaked, I think, and they had to reveal
Well,
it early.
nothing really forced them
Oh, what? Oh, wait,
to
sorry.
reveal.
Oh,
Yeah,
so I don't know if you
yeah,
can see this,
so,
but the timer.
yeah.
The
I
timer's
can see
happening.
that.
All to be revealed. Oh boy, so here we go. Okay, here we go! Xbox logo.
The others, they would take you to the tower. They're behind us. This ends here.
You hold our future in your hands. Take with you my blessings and the hope of the Empire. Find him and close shut the jaws of oblivion.
Ooh, Elder Scrolls 6 Oblivion Remastered.
Here we are 20 years later. When you think about the Elder Scrolls, to us it goes beyond game franchise.
Todd Howard,
DNA of Bethesda Game
Matt
Studios.
Cofano.
Obviously, we're working on the 6th chapter here, but what's great about the Elder Scrolls is being able to look back at all of the chapters, Skyrim, Oblivion, Morrowind, Daggerfall, Arena, and each of them try to define role-playing games and open-world games for their generation.
Fans got so connected with the worlds we've made and these stories we're telling, and it's really amazing.
Oblivion was a real defining moment in the series and for how we make games as a studio.
Obviously, they're going back in time, showing
When
what
it
things were
comes
like
to
back then.
A remaster,
Yeah,
we
I
want
can
people
see.
to feel
Yeah.
the way they did then, but it's still a game of its time. You want to keep those bones in place. You want some of that old charm.
Coming back to Oblivion now with this tremendous visual update is absolutely amazing. It's the world I remember, but better.
There's so much there, both for the Elder Scrolls world and also this evolution of our games, I think is really, really important for people to take a look back at.
Looking back and seeing everything we've accomplished in the past 20 years and working with these people, like, it's really special.
Horse.
There are still quite a few people that I've worked with for that long, and it sort of gave me the warm fuzzies.
Oh my God, it's been 20 years? I think the thing that gets me the most is the music. Like when you hear that music at the main menu, there's just like,
Ooh.
there's this like flood of nostalgia.
Oh,
Oblivion is the beginning of who I am as an individual, as a game developer. It all starts with it.
I don't even think it took me till release to realize how big this was.
People loved it. Like, they loved it.
Such a key moment in our history of making games and the evolution of how we build these worlds, and having players be able to come back and experience that is really amazing. We had that really special moment of coming out into the world for the first time, what that meant to this game.
Every time we think about Oblivion, it's, what if we could give that moment to everybody again?
Again. Let's see what... Is it it? Is this it? Is it time to see the remaster, what it looks like?
Years I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But
almost,
for all these
almost,
years,
not yet.
I've never
Almost.
learned
They're showing us the original.
to do.
They might show us what it looks like now.
I have seen the gates of Oblivion.
There we go!
Waking eye may see.
awesome.
Wow. A little Skyrim reference. Wow. So far looking good.
Whether you're reliving these moments or experiencing them for the first time,
More talking.
the World of Oblivion Remastered immediately looks and feels incredible.
Wow.
When we decided to remaster Oblivion, we were really picky about finding the right partner. From the very beginning of this project, we had one rule. We weren't going to do this if we weren't going to be able to do it right. Our partners at Virtuous went above and beyond to bring our vision to life. The care and love they've poured into the Oblivion Remaster has been absolutely breathtaking.
Welcome to Paris, and welcome to Virtuous.
Paris?
Our team here has been hard at work
The city of
delivering the
Paris?
best remastered Oblivion experience possible.
Maybe.
Possibly.
We've worked with Bethesda Game Studios on other projects in the past, so we know what makes that team and their games special.
We wanted to make the remaster more friendly to gamers with modern hardware. This is Oblivion in its most complete form.
About time someone got here. Huzzah!
Those familiar with only some Elder Scrolls lore will now be able to experience the events that set the stage for Skyrim. You embark on an epic journey to stop the Mythic Dawn cult.
The time of cleansing draws nigh.
From unleashing the Daedric Prince of Destruction.
What was the Oblivion Crisis? What happened to the previous Emperor of Cyrodiil? Why are there only 8 divines instead of 9? In addition to the core game, the remaster contains all add-ons, including story expansions, Shivering Isles, and Knights of the Nine, so you get the full experience.
Ooh.
On a personal level, it was really important to me to ensure that we're preserving the magic of the original experience. At the end of the day, we're all fans too.
This is a dream project for me, right? I'm a fan. I have been always a fan.
Well, I played Oblivion for perhaps 10,000 hours.
Oblivion was my first Elder Scrolls game, and it was one of the games that made me want to be a game developer.
The best way to describe it would be to call it a love letter.
Frozen hand.
You will find your own path, but there will be blood and death before the end.
The technology we used to create the original was cutting edge at the time, but tools have come a long way since then.
Cool. Before and after.
Massive difference.
Yeah, it is. You can see the massive improvements in that.
It's still the heart and soul of the remaster, but we use Unreal Engine 5 to help achieve all our visual goals. We think
Looks really realistic textures.
As the brain and Unreal 5 as the body. The brain drives all the word logic and gameplay, and the body brings to life the experience that players have loved for almost 20 years.
But it's not just about pure fidelity. We knew we had to preserve the distinct style, making it as uniquely Oblivion as possible.
The brush opens a portal into the painting. You're stuck here like I am.
The Isles, a wonderful place. Good for a visit. Or eternity.
We've leveraged nearly every major feature from the latest version of Unreal 5.
Our goal was to push the visuals to the next level using the latest technologies. We created brand new, highly detailed character models.
The characters look more in detail now.
Allowing us a truly impressive level
like if you compare the original to what we just seen, you can see there's a massive difference in that, in the new textures and the style of the remaster.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
This results in more realistic lighting and atmospheric effects. While the original game had limited dynamic shadows, now the entire world reacts.
Yeah, like that for example, you can see the different textures.
New lip sync technology that really enhanced performance in our characters.
He left us a warning. Heed it.
Unreal tools helped us create the base mesh of our characters. From there, our artists sculpt each race individually to adapt it to the mesh, allowing us to share
that looks good, the character customization.
As a result, all races, including Argonians, Orcs, and Khajiits, are built on the same base mesh, making the lip sync system more effective even when the characters have very different facial features.
Welcome to the guild.
We have access to so many modern rendering features. You'll see them in something as simple as running through a forest. Insects flying around, fish swimming in the water, light filtering through the leaves. Thanks to these technological advances, you feel even more immersed in this living, breathing world. You'll really believe you're in Cyrodiil.
I believe you can handle a more complicated assignment. I would like you to retrieve a carved panel from the central chamber of the High Fane.
When are we going to see the adoring fan? The most iconic Oblivion character in the game. Like, I know there was like a little cameo, like Easter egg thing in Starfield, but when are we going to see what the adoring fan will look like?
We've updated features and systems
like,
across the board.
Personally, that's one of the characters I'm more interested to see what they'll look like in the remaster.
It's inspired by the leveling systems of both Oblivion
Oh, wow.
and Skyrim, so it's the best of both worlds. We were able to fully recreate the character models, creating a physicality that feels more human. You see that in places like combat animations, where there's a lot more separation between the upper and lower body, and all the animations have more flourish. Combat in the original Oblivion didn't have sound effects, visual effects, or hit reactions. Now you'll get blood splatters, sparks, and controller feedback. We know it's a little thing, but little things add up to make the combat more modern and engaging.
There's a proper third-person perspective now. The original had third-person, but there was no crosshair, and we felt the experience could be modernized. One of our goals was to have a third-person view that compared to Starfield in terms of playability. Now, the third-person perspective has all the same control you get from the first-person view.
You have my ear, citizen.
When Oblivion first launched,
Greetings. How goes it? How are you?
disk storage limits meant we couldn't have unique voiceovers for all the races. So we've gone back and recorded new lines of dialogue. Each race represented in the game now sounds unique.
Can't stand the sight of those creatures.
We also made sure to keep in all of the quirkier dialogue.
I really like the way they say hello. Sometimes it's so random, and then they just, hi there.
Hi there.
But it's like so nice and creepy at the same time.
Stop! You violated the law. Stop! You violated the law.
Stop!
Criminal scum.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
Cheese for everyone.
Cheese for everyone.
What's your favorite cheese? Or you don't eat cheese?
Steal one of the
I don't have
Elder
a favorite
Scrolls
cheese.
from
I
the
eat
Imperial
cheese.
Palace. You need to find the
I always eat the cheddar because I like the cheddar. I think I'm more used to cheddar.
Will deliver a scroll to you there. Do not speak to the priests. They're blindfolded. I've chosen you because you are the best. Good luck.
I wonder why the priests are blindfolded, huh?
Stop! You violated the law. Your stolen goods are now forfeited. Then pay with your blood.
As games have developed over the past 20 years, players have come to expect a certain suite of tools and controls.
Like sprinting. Sprinting is an interesting one because there was such a big debate internally among our teams. Some of us were absolute purists, but ultimately, we decided it's 2025 and people are going to want to sprint. In fact, all of the character locomotion has been completely redone from scratch, and that has a huge impact from the very beginning of the game.
Every single updated or new feature was implemented with the player in mind. It all comes down to what makes Oblivion, Oblivion. What are those features that just immediately come to mind for players when they think of the game?
The mini-games are the mini-games. Those are so iconic to Oblivion.
Great! How's it go again?
Like lockpicking. You can put a fresh coat of paint on it, but you can't change it too much because it's part of the core experience.
Whether you're returning to Cyrodiil or you're a newcomer,
I'm going to follow you.
There's the Adoric fan! Oh god!
You will instantly feel at home.
That face reminded me of the troll face.
We've modernized a lot, but it's still the same incredible adventure and the same carefully handcrafted world.
Well, it's about time. Do you know how long we've been waiting?
Very long. We've been waiting for over 10 years! Especially while waiting for Elder Scrolls VI.
Of Bethesda Game Studios. None of what we're surrounded by right now would be here if we hadn't made that game and if it hadn't been the success that it was. The effort that we put into it, the sort of the love that went into it, I think that comes across on the screen.
To have worked on something that people care
Right,
about.
I think I see the
you're in a position
Elder
where you
Scrolls
can remaster.
5. I think I saw the Skyrim helmet right there.
And now, to help introduce this game to a new generation of players, I feel so lucky.
I really think that people, when they jump back into the remaster, they're going to be shocked at just how good the game looks. The Oblivion gates look absolutely incredible, and I think they're just going to find themselves lost in the world.
Even if it's just the music, for example, just walking around for half an hour in the world, you feel something, and that's precious.
You're going back to a world that you've been to before, but it's better somehow. Like, it's an intangible thing, but it's
We'll have
like,
to see when it releases.
It's new, it's fun, like it's exciting again.
But it's ultimately the same game. There was a lot of respect for what was before, and I think the fans will appreciate that.
From all of us at Bethesda Game Studios
and Virtuous,
we want to thank you for joining us today. Oblivion has a very special place in my heart, and being able to work on this remaster and bring it to a new generation of players has been an incredible experience. We were too excited to get it in your hands and didn't want to just show it off to you and then make you have to wait.
What? What does it mean by that?
Part of my job is that I get to be the one to announce that the Oblivion remaster will be available.
What? What is this?
Today.
Today?
Wow.
It's today! Holy crap! It's today!
Born 87 years ago.
I did hear rumors spreading on Twitter that it'll be releasing today, but I didn't believe it because I was like, oh yeah, those are just people just spreading misinformation after the leaks came out. But oh my god! It's true!
The last seed. The year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the third era. And the final hours.
Patrick Stewart?
Of my life.
Wait, is Patrick Stewart still voicing in the remaster?
It's already on Steam. £49.99.
£4.99. Oh my god! So I was
something around 60 USD, I guess.
So I was correct. It was $49.99. Oh god. Brutal.
Yeah, it's already here on Steam.
Oh wow.
Cleansing draws nigh. Who now will save us from the coming darkness?
Oh yeah. Wait, I have to check if it's on Game Pass or not. See if it's released on Game Pass.
I'm checking it now.
Me too. I'm checking on my phone.
Yeah. Yes, it is on Game Pass.
It's on Game Pass! Woo! The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion Remastered available today. There we go. There we go. Yeah, there it is on Game Pass right there. Confirmed. Game Pass, Xbox, Steam, PlayStation, and even on PC. Wow.
Awesome. Yep.
So there we go. It's confirmed. So we didn't have to even wait. I'm currently checking and it has like around 60 achievements to play through. So right now, oh my god, this is really exciting. Like, we didn't have to wait after all.
I'm wondering why it has in-app purchases.
What in-app purchases? Okay, I need to scroll through. Currently, I don't see the... Oh, there's in-game purchases, yes. Oh god. Oh god, in-game purchases. Uh-oh.
That's not great, right? That it has in-game purchases.
Well, it depends what those in-game purchases are.
But why should it need game purchases if it's already $50?
Right. Oh, that includes the remastered deluxe edition. That's what it means by that. I'm looking on Steam, so all the DLC is, if you want to get the what is it? The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion Remastered Deluxe upgrade, it will cost $9.99.
Oh, okay.
Well, actually, the upgrade costs $9.99. If you want to get the deluxe edition, then it costs $59.99.
Okay.
So there we go. If you have a Game Pass, then you can play this game immediately. Obviously, I don't know if the deluxe edition is included in the Game Pass or not.
No, it's not.
No.
I can say it's not. Only the base normal edition.
Well, anyway, I don't need to buy the deluxe edition. I can always just try the original out and see what it's like. But man, I can't believe it. It's finally out. It's out today.
Okay, so I think I won't be seeing you in the next 2 years. You're gonna be spending all your time playing this. No, so it was nice to meet you. Anyway, see you in 2 years' time.
Right, you're really
all the achievements 4 times.
4 times? How can I get the achievements 4 times? How am I going? It costs $4.99 to have a copy on Steam, so I'll probably be playing this once. And if it gets like to a cheap bargain, then I'll probably buy it again. Like,
well,
yeah. So
I think that was it for the stream. Yeah.
Yes, for our reactions. What were your thoughts on the reveal? Like them discussing it at all?
Well, it was much better than I thought, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm happy with it.
Wow.
Oh, they're playing this.
Did we just witness the worst kept secret?
I guess we'll mute this because we won't be watching much of this.
Yeah.
I think this is just them talking about the game, pre-recorded and all that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wondered if they officially delisted the original. Nope, I can still see the original on there, so it's gonna be there for a while, depending how long Bethesda decides that if the original's good or not.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe they want to see it selling a cheaper version for a while and then remove it.
Yeah, well, obviously they'll have to see how well the response is to the remaster. Like, what if people start playing and they're like, "Oh my God, this is terrible!" Just like Fallout 76. Because when Fallout 76 released, I think it had issues.
Give me a moment. I'm gonna check how many people are playing. If there's people playing this already.
Yeah. Well, obviously the stats are not. If it's a big release like this, or how many people are watching the stream? I have to check. Let me check.
Okay, there's not many people.
There was like it's currently
now, but it's still probably downloading and installing.
So it's like around 200,000. Over 200,000 are watching the stream when it first launched. So this is probably like one of Bethesda's biggest releases. Like unbelievable. Like they announced Elder Scrolls 6. I don't know, like 5, 6 or so. How many years ago Elder Scrolls 6 was first announced, and yet Elder Scrolls IV Remastered released first before Elder Scrolls 6. Like, obviously they must have been focusing more about the remaster than the next installment in the series.
Yeah, totally. Did they mention by any chance? I don't remember.
Well, in the beginning,
how long they were working on this? Did they say in the video? I don't recall.
I don't think so. But what I do recall is that
Right.
I think in the beginning of the video, like Todd Howard and the other person were discussing about the other Elder Scrolls game, like Daggerfall or Arena or even Morrowind. So maybe in that discussion, maybe they like did a little tease, like a hidden tease, like what if they announcing that they plan to remaster all the Elder Scrolls games, like from Daggerfall to Morrowind? Because now that Oblivion 4 has been remastered, I think if Bethesda sees that this is a big success, I think the next one they would probably want to remaster is Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, because that would be the smartest decision to do. Like,
well, I think we would have to see how this one works out.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, which is too soon to say.
Yeah, I'm currently checking Elder Scrolls. So far, Steam is not showing reviews. Obviously, it is a newly released game, and plus $49.99 just for the normal version. It does tell you. Actually, out of curiosity, so the deluxe upgrade costs $9.99. So, which one is cheaper, buying the deluxe edition altogether, or buying the original and then the upgrade?
Oh, well, it's more or less the same, I think. But it's
One
like
penny cheaper.
1 penny different.
Yeah, 1 penny difference. So yeah. Obviously, we have to see if they like discount it in the future. Well, obviously not in the near future, because I think this will be selling like hotcakes.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. I'm curious to see in a few hours how many people are playing this.
Yeah, like obviously, I think they'll just not get the the status completely soon, but yeah, I wonder, like in the original, they had actors like Patrick Stewart and Sean Bean playing voice roles in the original Oblivion game. Do you think they get to reprise their roles in the remaster? Do they? Because they did say in the video they were like going to revoice some of the parts of the game. So I wondered if they like
Yeah,
asked Patrick Stewart to revoice it.
that's we'll have to see. I don't know. Maybe in some cases will not be feasible. I don't know.
Well, obviously we could find out now by playing the game, then completing it in one day and watching the credits roll, and you can see the little cast and see who is in the casting credits.
Yeah. So, which kind of character you plan to do for your first run here?
I don't know, like, we got a sneak peek of the character customization, and it looks good, and it looked good. Like, honestly, I think it's a massive improvement. I think they're in the level of, the textures and all that, graphics with Elder Scrolls Online, with all the character races now, so obviously it's looking really good.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we can probably leave it here for
Yeah, I think we
the
want to.
reaction video.
And plus, many of our questions were answered. Like for example, the DLCs from the original are added all together in this remaster.
Yeah, they say they were.
Yeah, and the best part is that it's released today, so I don't know if I'll play it immediately. Maybe I'll give it some time before playing it. Because
let's look at the requirements and right.
Yes, like I'm looking on the Xbox. Like honestly, if you go onto the Xbox app on your computer or PC, or actually, I could play the game twice if the different copies like PC version and Xbox version are separate. Because like with Skyrim, when you play Skyrim on the Xbox. So yeah,
it's
this is
125 gigabytes of a space disk.
Yeah, I think they did reveal the space about how much is in the game. So yeah, this is.
Oh, okay. The minimum requirements are not anything crazy, and well, recommended 32 gigabytes of RAM for the recommended.
People are already starting to play the game. Like I can see in the achievements, like 13% of players have already got escaped the Imperial sewers achievement. So yeah, it is. People are starting to play this.
People already playing. I can see over 100 people already playing it on Steam.
Yeah. Oh my god, I didn't realize. Sorry for interrupting.
Requirements for graphics.
Sorry. I'm interrupting because I see something really cute. I see a little doggy over there on the stream. Oh, yeah. Look at it. He's just a little cute little doggy. And look, it's so chill.
It's interesting because the requirements when it comes to processor and GPU are not anything crazy, but it requires 32 gigabytes of RAM for the recommended, which many people won't have. That's interesting. Anyway, I think we can probably leave it here and go start to download it and playing the game, right?
Well, I'll be playing. I don't think you have Game Pass, or maybe you will get Game Pass.
I don't at the moment, but maybe.
Yeah, like this is like one of the big releases. Like, honestly, I'm happy. This is like one of the games I'm happy to see released. Obviously, I hope it's good because obviously we have to see, this is first time release, so we have to see the reviews, see if it's better than Starfield. So yeah, thank you all for watching me and Game Detective's reaction. Like honestly, I amazed. Like, I felt speechless in parts of it. So yeah. Have a
Thanks
nice day.
everyone for watching.
Yes, and I hope you all enjoy it.
Cheers.